Finally TV, here we are, party people, but hold up, wait a minute, is it a remix? Like, what's going on right here? A little familiar face on the screen right now, or maybe right now, or maybe I'm just messing with you. Maybe it's just a zoomed in on my head only, just looking at my mug. I'm gonna ask you, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you. I appreciate you. You are everything to me. Every reason why we do Finally TV. So let's go, let's support each other, let's get it done. And without further ado, I mentioned it already, my man, Wavy, in the building once again. Wavy, tell him who you is.
What's going on? It's your boy Wavy Wildboy here with Gabriel of Finally TV. You know what time it is. We about to do this interview. About to be lit as always. Thank you for having me back again, by the way. I appreciate you, fam.
Of course, fam, of course. You making noise and stuff, and it's noise in a cool way though, cause you doing you know, it's not like you're out there banging your chest right now. No. You know what I mean? But quietly building a dope foundation. We gonna get into that, cause that's gonna be the update to his Voice of the Valley. But on my right, I got a business partner. I just met him today. Seems like a really cool dude. My man Ben. Say hello, Ben.
How's it going, guys? I'm Ben. Nice to meet you. Owner of the GZUS hoodies and stuff. Okay. Luke reppin'. Okay. What's going on, man? I'm glad to be here.
Well, no, I want to thank y'all for having me and having me in the studio, man. I love what you're doing over here. What's the official name so I get it right?
Wavy MEDIA845. We located in Highland, New York. You can hit myself or Ben J Man up on Instagram, or you can hit the page Wavy MEDIA845 on Instagram. Just hit us up, we'll book you a session. And you know what I'm saying, we lock in. I work a lot with artists, you know what I'm saying. I like to give them direction, and with their music. Sometimes people come here with one direction. I completely bring them left, you know what I'm saying. Like, and they always leave happy. So that's what we do over here. Is there an Instagram? Tell them the Instagram one more time, the name and everything. One more time. Wavy MEDIA845. WAVY MEDIA845. It's probably right there on the screen or something, knowing this guy.
You know, it's definitely on the screen right there. So Wavy MEDIA845. So and that's why I wanted to bring that up, because your role in this whole thing. Explain that, how it came about, how you met Wavy, how'd you get involved with all this?
So I met Wavy probably a few years back, but it really happened like, especially within the last year and so. He hit me up and he needed like a spot to rent out and stuff, and I was like, I got you. You know, it worked out really good actually, because this whole spot was free, and he was just like, yeah, I need a spot, and I was like, got you, bro. Got you.
That's dope, man. So you know, I know what it's like to meet Wavy and be around him. You heard me when I came here. I said, yo, it's nice to be around your energy again, right? He's got great energy, and you know, I think it's one of those recognized energy, right? So like, it's no mystery to me why you met him and said, yo, maybe I can get into business with this dude, you know what I mean? So, you know, I wish you all the best with that. Now, you had mentioned something else though that was new to me. We talked for about a half hour talking. You never brought up. So you have a clothing line? What's up with that?
Oh yeah. So I ended up GZUS. I started that a little bit ago. I've had like this idea for like a year and a half or so, and I was trying to get it all going, but I didn't have the funds at the time, and just shit kept hitting the fan. Gotcha. So eventually stuff started going well, and that's when I was like, yo, well, first I started to invest in the studio more, because I couldn't at first. Okay. I just didn't have the funds for it. Okay. And then I started doing that, and then he was doing the Wavy Boys clothing, and I was like, that was fire, and I was like, you know what, I can... Yep, exactly, it's time to go, and I was like, let me get that rolling. So I got a bunch of clothes, and I got someone to embroider all of them. Gotcha.
And so how can people buy it today? How do they get it?
So right now, if you want to buy it, I have it on the Instagram, GZUS hoodies, okay. Underscore with the Jesus and the hoodies part. Okay. And yeah, you just go on there. I really only got like the one color right now. I have the black and red. But I'm working on a lot more colors and designs. I'm just trying to get the rest of the funds together and trying to also find a more reliable clothing vendor.
Gotcha. Now, I'm becoming a very good interviewer nowadays. I've been taking a lot of notes from all the greats out there. One of the good questions to ask is, why Jesus? What's that? What's that stand for? Is it an acronym, or is it just Jesus?
It's just Jesus. It was... I really like the name. Like, this was a few years ago, and I've really just liked how the spelling was. And I don't know why I thought of it like that, but it just kind of came. And I was like, why don't you just spell it with the G? You know, I was like, just the G and the Z. I was like, that would actually make more sense. And just came about.
I like that. I like that a lot. And your role, sir, in this, he brings the idea. You see something, you're encouraging him to do.
Oh, yeah, always. He's you know, he came and helped me out when I was in a crazy time of need. So during that time, I've always been a person, like, when I'm down, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna grind hard as hell. I'm always grind hard. So I grind hard and got into my place, everything like that. With his help, you know, he had a place for me to rent out. So it was dope. I did that. And then once I started building the studio, he seen what I started doing here. He was like, yo, like, this is crazy, bro. Like I need a parts in this, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I want to, you know, get things off the line, get things off the ground first and stuff. So, all right, cool. Then all of a sudden, boom, you see the clothing brand I have myself. You can also hit me up for that as well.
Go tell him.
I have my clothing brand, which y'all already know what it looks like. You know, it's the Pharaoh with the cross eyes. It says Wavy Boys on it. I had that thing jumping off. He saw it. He was like, yo, this is fire, bro. This is fire. He ended up buying one himself. So, you know, so he dropped his clothes. He was like, yo, bro, I got an idea. We worked together with the graphic designing of it and everything like that. We finally got everything. He got everything done. And the next thing I know, just boom, hoodies were there. I was like, all right, I like the way you moving. I like it.
There you go. So, you know, I'm here today really because we want to update, right? You were in the first third of the whole Voice of the Valley movement. You know, you were in there in that first year doing everything, you know, celebrating 3 whole years, like actually 3 whole years of FinallyTV is kind of cool, you know what I mean?
I think I did FinallyTV right before I dropped my album.
Yeah, because your one song was, you had dropped the one song. All I Want Is You, yeah. Yeah.
All I Want Is You. Yeah, drop All I Want Is You. And then I ended up dropping Still Chasing Dreams. And that album's actually up on the wall and everything like that. It's pretty fire. It's still out on all platforms. And now, you know, I've been dropping a few singles here and there. And I think, you know, now it's about time. You know, everybody's been asking me, when's the album coming? Right. Everybody's been asking. You see where we at. So you know I've been working. I've been dropping little hints here and there when the album's gonna drop. All right. It's all over my Instagram page. It's like throughout the post. It's not that many posts right now, so you can see it's somewhere in there when the album's gonna drop.
All right, so we that's all the hints you're gonna get right now, because I got some other questions. So I didn't know you were thinking about doing a studio. I learned after the fact, like after you had some together. This is actually the second edition of this studio, if I have the story right. Correct. You know what I'm saying? So you told me about it after the first edition was established, you know, and I thought it was cool. I'm like, you know, don't talk about it, be about it. I love that. You know what I mean? So, but I never really got to talk to you about, you know, why did you do, like, I can understand being an artist and wanting your own space and stuff, but that's not what this is. This Wavy MEDIA845 joint is like a full-fledged, like, I'm seeing like photography rooms. You got a business partner in the joint, you know what I mean? Like, I'm in a room right now, I see computers, I see, you know, like Triton type stuff going on in here, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, but why did you go full-fledged, like, you know, artist studio, so to speak?
Oh, the main thing was, it was like, I had to be smart about things. Like as I'm growing as a person and an artist, you know, you realize like money don't grow on trees, and you gotta really like work for it. And you gotta, like, when you come from nothing, you really learn the value, to appreciate the value of $1. So me personally, I can't even imagine how much money I've spent in other studios. You know, photo shoots, video shoots, everything, anything I want done, I'm spending bread to do it. So, you know, low key, I could do a little stuff myself, you know what I'm saying? I do certain things and people would think like other people did it, but they never see any credits on it, so they just don't know it's me. So eventually, like, you know, once I built the studio, it was more like Ben seeing like me start here and was like, yo, bro, why don't you keep going the distance? You know, that's why I talk about it in other interviews. You know, you got to surround yourself with people like that. You know, people that's going to motivate you, uplift you. You know, not people that's going to keep you stagnant or bring you downwards. You know, he saw me start I had nothing like this. I had, just like you said, I had like I was borrowing somebody's setup. They just wanted to come over here because I had the space. So I was borrowing their setup, and then one day out of nowhere they just up and took everything from me. So just like that, just like as fast as I got it, it was gone. He saw me like go back down, hanging out with the wrong people. So I was just like, nah, I cut everything off. That's why you said you didn't even know about this until it was done. Because I laid low during quarantine. What? Quarantine? Everybody in the crib? I'm already in the crib, so what's up? Now I'm in the crib working. Now I'm in the crib working. I'm going hard. Now I'm like, the hardest thing to get in here was these curtains. I swear. Like they were hard as hell to find because there's certain kind of curtains that are supposed to be in studios. Shout out my guy Drawzilla for putting me onto that. Once he saw me having this studio, he was like, bro, you know, yo, one day he shows up with the it looks like a keyboard to me. But then all of a sudden I get into it a little bit, you know, it's to make beats and everything. And I'm like, oh shoot, that's lit. I was like, bro, I don't know how to use this. I'm not a producer. He's like, well, you gonna learn. I said, well, I guess so. I guess I'm gonna learn. Cool. You know, next thing I know, he's got speakers, you know, bought speakers for the whole thing, bought new computer for the whole thing. Oh, shoot, all right, cool. Then next thing you know, he's telling me, yo, bro, let's get this, let's get that, let's get this. So then we starting to throw, just throwing bread on stuff. Buying a camera. Oh, we're going to upgrade that. Let's upgrade that. We buy a better one. Then we, you know, we out of nowhere, once again, sometimes the stuff he do, it just be coming out of nowhere. Like he just comes out of the blue. Yo, bro, I just ordered all this light setup. You know, I got backdrops, everything like that, bro. Just pay me half the bread later, or just put it back into something else. And that's normally what he tells me. Put the bread back into something else that we about to do. All right, cool. Boom. So then we just started building from there, and then throughout the time, still I didn't tell nobody nothing because I could say, yo, bro, I got a studio now. Lit, let me come over and I don't know how to record though. Right. Shoot. Right. I got cameras, bro. Well, come take some pictures of me. I don't know how to use the camera. Shoot. Yeah. Everything I had to do my homework on. Yeah. I went to YouTube University. Yep. Shout out YouTube.
Sponsor us.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I started going ham, learning everything I can. You know, I started buying the programs. You know, me and Ben, we started buying the programs. We got, you know, from everything from Pro Tools to Final Cut Pro, you know, yeah. And we're still learning on these programs and stuff like that. You know, I have a lot of people that I know in the business already that have been doing it for me that, you know, some of them will give me pointers. You know, some people don't want to share the sauce. You know how it is. But a lot of people I work with, I've just, you know, just like you said, the energy I've shared with these people, it, you know, they know it's genuine. They know I'm not trying to, you know, take from them or nothing like that. They know it's just me literally trying to learn and just be on a level with them. You know what I'm saying? So I can be able to communicate. Right. And it's dope to now see that I've had some of my own engineers in here as artists, and it, you know, that was a cool feeling for me. That was like a new milestone, I guess you could say, in my life. And that was actually a funny story. Oh man, I gotta tell that on here. Yo, Ben's gonna love me for this story.
Do tell.
Ben is like, yo, super great for promotion. He's been promoting the hell out the studio for me. And it was one of my first engineers that used to be like my main studio I was going to, and he raps too. So he came here to do a session, and while we're sitting there playing the song we just recorded, he's like, yo, that shit sounds clear, you know what I'm saying? It sounds mad clear, it's dope. Ben's like, yeah, we got the best studio in the whole 845, right? I'm like,
fire, we lit over here.
I looked at him just like, I mean, hey,
You went in on that one? You was feeling it?
I leaned in.
You leaned in that one.
I said it again.
Yeah.
I tried to like look at him.
He believed in it, y'all.
I didn't know that they were on the studio, or else I would have been more coy about it.
Yeah, I learned a lot. I learned a lot from a lot of these studios just watching, and some of them, giving me little pointers on, the do's and don'ts of this stuff. And I'm still learning to this day, but I'm at a point now where I can hold sessions now, and I can give people finished product that they like, mixed or mastered. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it all now, and I'm learning it all now, and it's awesome. I've been able to put out, my own songs now. Shout out, Zooted. That's out on all platforms.
Okay.
I was able to mix that myself.
Gotcha.
I was able to do everything myself, and it was a good feeling.
Yeah.
It was a wonderful feeling.
Yeah.
Nah, that's dope, man. It's so cool to hear the progression from when we first met and we did our Voice of the Valley together. I could tell back then that you were like, an aspiring artist. You had this goal. I knew, you had this tremendous, or you still have this, such a unique voice when it comes to your recorded voice, right? Even your spoken voice is great. To see the maturation there within, because I know, not everything's been hunky-dory for you, you know what I mean? I know there's been some up and downs, even in the short time that we've known each other. So to see you progress through all that, and come out with your own studio and production companies and trying to, get it done, that's commendable, bro. So I just want to give you some flowers, while you alive and we all chilling in front of a camera and it's recorded, No, and salute to you too, Ben, for, seeing something and wanting to invest your time and money into something. We were talking before, one of the most coveted currencies in the whole world is always going to be time. You know what I mean? So when you invest your time in something, that means a lot, so like you investing your time into what he's got going on and vice versa. And, us doing this today, investing our time to, come together, promote each other, because your fans will be my fans will be your fans. And if they're not already, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'll get my GZUS hoodie in the mail soon. I'm sure it's just lost in the mail right now. It'll the mail take it forever. You know what I'm saying? The mail's take it forever. See, COVID. We know. But nah, man. So, what's your take, man, on 2020? Now that we're 3 weeks removed from it, and you can look back at it. I want to look back.
I'm about to say, like, what? You see my face? Yeah. Yo, I'm not looking back. I'm not ever looking back on 2020. Whatever happened in 2020 can stay in 2020. I'm moving on to 2021, 2022, 2023. By 2023-ish, I'm predicting, I'm speaking it into existence. I'm going to have a Grammy.
There you go. I like it, man. Now, I asked that question because I think that 2020 just put a fork in the road for most people. And that fork basically was, you either about it or you not.
It did.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it put a barrier, if anything. I feel like it put a lot of barriers for people. And just me being who I am, I break barriers. I break them. So, like, I'm still breaking through some of the barriers that 2020 put on, but, I try to leave everything that was negative there and just move forward positively.
Just learn from the negative.
And learn from the negative.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Because, there's a lot of lessons to be learned in the positivity and taking all the right steps. But I always say, somebody asked on Facebook recently, maybe it was Aaron Boogie or somebody, and they were like, what's the best advice you ever got? And I was like, make mistakes, learn from them. That was some of the best advice I ever got, because basically it was, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Just learn from them. You know what I'm saying? I think that, if you could take from 2020 anything, I think it's just, persevere, go through, keep moving. You know what I mean? If something happens that's catastrophic, so long as you're breathing, you wake up in the morning, there's a way to get around this. Where there's a will, there's a way.
You're right. And to add on to that, shout out my guy Spartacus. He said something to me that totally changed the way I had an outlook on 2020 and 2021.
What's that?
if you expect, you can be upset. So a lot of people say expect the worst and hope for the best. No, don't expect anything. Don't expect. Guarantee. Follow through.
Just prepare.
And prepare yourself for everything. Not the worst or the best, just everything. Prepare for what you want to do and figure out how to do it and get to it.
Yeah, no, I like that. Shout out Spartacus. He was also a Voice of the Valley alumni, and he performed at the. He actually performed at the Voice of the Valley showcase before he even had a interview, because he performed at your showcase for me.
Oh,
remember that?
Yeah, I do remember. Yeah,
in Wappingers?
I just looked at those pictures actually.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I do remember.
That was a wild night, man. Not a wild night. It was a dope night for me, because it was like, because I'm in event coordination, you know what I mean? So it like tickled me inside to see something run so smoothly and so timely and everything, and there was no fights, there was no nothing. We were just putting on, you know what I mean? It was so smooth. I appreciated everybody who came out. We had 9 performers, bro. Everybody came out. Not everybody did their thing. It might have been.
Did somebody get booed off?
Well, they got their time shortened. Yeah. I'm not gonna shout him out because he's a good person, but we had a comedian.
Yeah, he was cool. Bro.
I
think he said something wacky.
Yeah, his opening line was okay, and then it never got better than okay, and and at least he was professional enough to realize halfway through, like, yo, this is not it, you know what I mean? And he stopped, you know what I mean? It's like, wow.
It happens sometimes. It's not the right crowd sometimes. It's all right.
That's all right. I didn't discourage him. I said, hey, yo, do your thing. Thanks for coming out. You're the man for that. Thanks for promoting, getting a couple people in here. He did his part, you know what I mean? But
yo, I ain't making fun of the dude. He ain't gonna come shoot me.
I was gonna say it would have been a flawless night. However, I had a dud performance, but it's gonna happen. I had 9, you know what I'm saying? So 8 out of 9, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? No, nothing, man. No, nothing. We won.
Definitely got a drink spill.
Oh, yeah. It was a little spot. Shout out TVR and Wappingers. My man John Kilmeyer let me use the spot for the Voice of Valley showcase. I can't wait to get back to that, man. And maybe us talking right now and getting back together, and the fact that Cuomo just said today that he's gonna allow 150 person weddings again after March 15th. So that'd be a precursor to large gatherings. You know what I'm saying? And that would be fire. Because as soon as they say 150 people are allowed to be in a room, then to me that's the timer starts to get my showcase going. Because all I need is 100. Do you give me a max capacity of 100 in 845 right now? I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
You could definitely get 100 people.
You know what I'm saying?
Easy. My album release party.
Yeah.
More than 100.
You know what I'm saying? Rock them out. It's a 2-hour event, and it's like if you miss it, you're out. So like that's what's dope about it. It's not an all night thing, man. I had you guys home by 10:30. I think I had them all leaving the joint. You know what I mean? I think y'all left at like 10:30.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It sounds like my kind of party.
Yeah.
I stayed.
You stayed for a while, and then but
I be in and out the spot.
So Wavy, talk to me a little bit, man. You alluded to it earlier. So you got Zooted out right now?
Yes, sir.
All right. So Zooted, now is that a single off the upcoming album?
Yes, Zooted is gonna be on the album. Angels is definitely on the album. Angels is definitely that just came out as well too. So Zooted and Angels, they're both definitely on the album. Just cause like they were just 2 of my favorite songs on the album.
Okay.
The remix to Zooted is coming out soon as well.
Okay.
Along with the video, we just waiting on some technical things.
Yeah. If you sense that my man is like a little like coy and kind of like nonchalant, it's cause he's holding back. All right. So, we don't have to let the cat out the bag or nothing. You know what I mean? But like you've been working on things, like so let me just lead you in by saying that, and then I'll let you tell what you want to let out the bag.
Copy. Well, Well, we got a couple big name features. Couple big name features. I've been talking to, been working with. Shout out them, you know, they know who they are, you know. Shout out. Matter of fact, yeah, we gonna shout out some names. We working with. We working with J. Rob the Chief. We working with Aaron Knight. We're working with. See, this is the one I ain't want to. You know, damn.
That's why I'm letting
Yo, shout out $1 Billion Baby Entertainment. We gonna shout them out. Right. We working with one of their artists, and y'all gonna find out who that is soon.
Dope. That's dope. Yeah, no, he was telling me some stuff, and he was elaborating on some other things. And I seen you been on quite the media run lately, brother. What, you know, now you here. You know, this is probably gonna come out about 2-3 weeks from now. You know what I mean? But you know, I seen you at the end of December and January on this media run. What's up?
I'm not done.
You're here now, brother. I know you're not done.
I'm not done. So while I'm preparing all this music, while I'm prepping this album, getting it more like, you know, organized and everything, and figuring out what songs I'm taking off and putting on. I got a whole bunch of songs to pick from. I just want to get my face in front of everybody. I want everybody, because you know my old Instagram got taken from me and everything like that. So my face needs to be everywhere, like everywhere. Like, yo, Wavy's back on the scene. What the hell's going on with Wavy? Wavy up to something. They know when I'm doing something. They know it's something big. You know, from the gangster video, they you know, just giving them a little sneak piece. They know whenever I do something big. So when you know my face is trying to be in front of the camera, like I'm here, I'm over here too, and I'm here. You know something's coming. So stand by.
There it is, man. And that's why we had to come out, you know what I mean? I had to have the man on the show. It's actually a nice bonus. I got to meet Ben over here, you know what I'm saying? So thanks for spending some time with me and talking to the people. But one more time, look into the camera, bro, right into that lens, and just tell them where they can find that clothing line and you if they need you and what you got going on.
So you can find me at BenJMan on Instagram, and you can find hoodies at GZUS Hoodies on Instagram also.
There you go. I'll put that on the screen. It'll be in the description. Y'all can check that out. You know what I mean? Yeah. No problem. Wavy, man. It's nice to see you, brother.
Great to see you, man.
You know what I mean? And I love interviews like this because I know for a fact all I got to do is just put the footage up, put the logo on the screen, put the name up. There's no editing to do. It's just a straight run. Y'all gonna find out, man. I like this dude. I believe in this dude. I've told this dude this from day one, that he's got something going on, man. He really does. And I'm gonna be proud to be like, yo, if y'all want to see early Wavy, just go on my channel, FinallyTV. You can see. I gotta get him to sign. I gotta sign the agreement now. I'm gonna have him sign the agreement tomorrow. Matter of fact, I'm emailing. That's a good idea. I'm really gonna do it too. I'm gonna email him this thing, consent form. Yeah, non-exclusive. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be able to. It's gonna be a use disclosure. You know, I can use whatever footage I got.
Yeah, this footage gotta stay. You know, because you know before they were famous footage, that shit's always gotta come out. Yeah. And I'm not ever, you know, ashamed of before I blow up footage. Like I still have video of my first ever performance. And mind you, that performance was in front of like 500 people. Or more. It could have been more. It was like 500 people. And it was my first time ever performing. And you know how my performance is. You call me Mr. Take Your Shirt Off and all that. Yeah, that's my favorite interview by you. I swear. You know, I'm lit on stage now. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm lit. Back then, I wasn't lit on stage. But I love to see it because you get to see the progression.
Sure.
You know, I look at that to the show that I first met you at, to my album release party, to opening for DMX, you know, opening for Coily Ray, you know, just all that's opening for Aaron Knight, all those things, you know what I'm saying? Like, the transition that I've taken off from, I love to see the progression that I make. I love to see it because it's never like downwards. Right. It's always upwards because I got people around me that keep me motivated, keep me going, and keep me uplifted. And like uplifted sometimes, like, and you got to have like, you know, tough skin because, you know, some people not going to uplift you the way that you want to be all like pet soft and everything like that. There's been times like Spartacus told me, yo, bro, that was trash. Like right after I got off stage of the double XL competition, I came in second place. I thought I did good. Everybody else, Spartacus was like, bro, that was trash. And it wasn't like in a way of like telling me like, yo, you suck. Right. It was like, yo, you can do so, no, it was you can do so much better. You can do so much better. And that's what I love about that dude. Spartacus never lets anybody around him settle. You know, never lets me settle, I know for a fact. And he was like, you can do so much better than that, Wavy. I've seen you do better than that. He's like, next time, do better. Yeah. And maybe you would have got first place. I was like, damn, you know what? You're right.
No, that's a real friend. You know, one that pushes you. So, yo, before we get out of here, man, you know how I like to do. I want you to look into the camera, tell them all about you, what you got going on, what you want them to do to follow you and to support you and all that. Let them know.
Yo, it's Wavy Wildboy. You can follow me on Instagram at Wavy Wildboy, W-A-V. It's on the screen. And you can follow me at the studio page, Wavy MEDIA845. Tune in. Yo, the album's dropping soon, yo. The album's dropping soon. I'm lit. I'm happy about that. Yo. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm hype about it. So, I see y'all on my page. Yo, we here with Gabriel Rivera, FinallyTV. It's been lit. This interview's been lit. I'm glad that the vibes are always just natural with us whenever we do these interviews. So, I'm glad to be back.
Oh, man. It's a pleasure to be back. It's a pleasure to have you on screen. Ben, like I said, man, nice meeting you. Yo, you already know what it is, man. It's FinallyTV. It's Voice of the Valley. Stay tuned for much more. I am out. Peace.